Ifa priest and iconic writer Chief Yemi Elebuobon says women who divorce the Ooni of Ife cannot just remarry because they are no longer ordinary. On Thursday, Olori Shilekunla Naomi, the wife of the Ooni of Ife Adeyeye Ogunwusi, detached herself from the monarch. The queen took to her Instagram handle to make the declaration, saying, "I shall no longer be referred to as wife of the Ooni of Ife or as queen of Ile-Ife," as she described herself as the queen of the people and mother of her son. Naomi further alleged the hypocrisy of the monarch, stating that Ooni's public perception is different from his true character. Wow. Her post reads, "I bless the Lord Almighty for the faithfulness in the last 3 years of my marriage. In life's journey, it isn't how far, see how well. Indeed, though Satan should buffet if trial should come, I have this blessed assurance controlling all situations and saying to me, it is well with my soul. Certainly it is well. I made my journey into the ancient throne of Ife with faith in my heart and love for the keeper of it. Few impressions I would love to correct. If anyone knows otherwise, they are free to come up with facts. Let it be known that this decision to move on did not come because His Majesty is married to another queen. As many would love to assume, throughout our life as a couple, I was the only married wife to him. There were side attractions, but it was never an issue. I never approached him with any revelation of any sort, as many believed he contacted me first and made his proposal known several months later. The marriage was not an arranged one, as many have misconstrued. I never knew the prophetess said to have introduced me to him. Instead, he introduced her to me after I agreed to marry him. I was only being polite out of respect for him. I have never been pregnant all my life before Tade Nikawo. My son is my first ever pregnancy with medical reports to back it up. The girl who is said to be my daughter is my niece. I did my best to endure and make it work. Many times I smiled through the struggle, but I have finally realized I had just one assignment, which is my son. And when God is done, He's done. He chose Saul to be king, and when he was done, he told the prophet Samuel, I have moved on. Religion was never an issue between us. Please refer to my interview on News Central TV. Instead, His Majesty has a picture he would love the world to see and perceive him as, and another one which is true self. Today I announce the beginning of a new dawn and the close of a chapter. Today I am a mother to God's unique gifts. I am no longer a slave to my thoughts of perfection. I, at this moment, announce that I shall no longer be referred to as wife of the Ooni of Ife or as queen of Ile-Ife, but as the queen of the people and mother of my adorable prince. It is God's way of saying I know about it all. In situations like this, there will be aggrieved persons. I, at this moment, appeal to all parties involved to allow the peace of God with the consciousness that there is a lovely little boy between us. I thank all of my prayer partners and loved ones. I remain committed to all my projects, charity, work, and ministry. In this new season, I shall be focusing on God only, she added. Speaking with Sahara reporters on Thursday, Elebubon said women who divorce the Ooni have to undergo some rituals to strip them of the Yeyeluwa title they have taken on while they were getting married to the king. This will be Ooni of Ife's third divorce. He was previously married to Adebukola Bombata and Zainab Otiti, now Zainab Otiti Obano. His marriage to Bombata was over before he ascended to the throne. However, on the issue of whether the divorce trend has implications for the throne. Elebubon noted that it had no serious consequences but stated that it will set tongues wagging as outsiders cannot understand what is going on. He further explained that there is no ritual to perform to put a stop to the divorce trend, stressing that the universal principle of marriage, which includes courage, endurance, and perseverance, holds even in the palace. He stated that no matter the prayers offered, if these principles are not adhered to, the women might leave. Speaking with Sarah reporters on Thursday, Elebubon stated a woman who leaves the Oni cannot just remarry like that. Before she can marry another person, she will need to wipe off all this because all her life, all her body belongs to the royal palace of Oni of Ife. Before she can remarry, she will need to come back to her former self before she can take any other man. She has to become an ordinary woman. She will no longer be Yeyelua, Olori. All that ritual and title needs to be removed. Then she can go ahead. It requires a right if she wants to do the right thing. Traditionally, it is forbidden for another person to woo or have sex with a queen while she's still married to the king. It is forbidden. It is a taboo. She has to remove all that before she can go ahead with a new life. On whether all these heart trick of divorces will have a serious implications for the throne. He said it is not going to dent the image of the palace, but at the same time, if you look at it from another dimension, Yorubas have a saying that ara ile lo mo ni amodi. Okay, were lara ode máa ń okay, which means that people in the house know it is a sickness, but outsiders will refer to it as sickness. That is why it needs to be cautioned. Something needs to be done to arrest situations like that. There are two dimensions to that. Traditionally, there is no marriage anyone will wish should be broken early. All the prayers people say is for their marriages to last long, but circumstances can lead to breakup. No one knows. From both sides, they might be trying to make the marriage successful, but they may not be able to bear further. But traditionally, the Yoruba culture does not allow divorce. It encourages both sides to endure the situation, take more courage. Whatever the situation is, continue to stay in the marriage and try to make it work. That is what tradition says. But at the same time, it can become unbearable. Maybe that is what made her make such a decision. We may not know what is the problem, but tradition does not support broken marriage. When you take a new wife, there are lots of rituals a woman has to undertake. The most important aspect of the marriage is for the couple to understand each other, take courage and endure. That is what makes a marriage last long. Apart from the prayer, ritual and everything, no matter how you do the ritual, if you don't have the courage or understand each other, if there are constant disputes, traditionally, our fathers in the olden days used to have 10 wives, 20 wives in the same house for 20 to 30 years, but life is different now from that time. But no matter what, we'll still have to do whatever it takes to make the marriage last long. Meanwhile, the palace of the Oni of Ife has reacted to Olori Naomi's statement that she was ending her marriage to the monarch. Okay, well, the palace said it will investigate if her Instagram account was hacked. These guys are not serious. Somebody who has said she is living short, whether it was hacked. What are they saying? They are trying to play ignorance. That is not how to defend. So, guys, that is what we are hearing about. The palace is still on, like, okay, it has ended. She has come out, she has told the world, so there's nothing anybody can do about it.